Damn, I know I keep saying this the last video, but this the last video for real. I just keep reacting. I should have just live streamed.
You're doing this.
Bro, let them know you done deal.
Why is it done deal?
Let them know you dropping me.
I drop you.
No, say it.
Who should actually drop from 1017?
Shout out to real nigga.
I'm confused. Like, how did shit get on video? And what did y'all think y'all was gonna get out of this? You think you just gonna rob on camera? Ain't nothing gonna happen.
I ain't never did no police shit.
Let me know if I'm tripping.
None of that, bro. Tell them what's going on.
Bro, we just did it. That's done.
What you do?
You drop.
No, he ain't. Because all 52 minutes.
You know he not dropped. I ain't gonna lie. What was you think gonna happen, bro? I ain't gonna lie. I ain't even gonna say too much, but I don't think this was the best way to go about the situation at all. Even if you felt like you wanted to do something about it, this how you do something about it in front of a camera. How the fuck? Who uploaded the video? Like, it's over with. You on camera, gang.
It's 19 seconds of.
How the fuck did you let a video get out of you trying to extort a nigga?
Of Mr. Pooh's 2026
How is that, Mr. Pooh? He tweet.
album is owned by none other than 1017 Global Music, meaning Mr. Pooh is gonna get the clout while Mr. Gooch is gonna get the guwap. You want to make hundreds of dollars from your phone for free? There's a bunch of new games you get paid to play on free cash where you can make a quick 10 or really lock in and make $500. And all you have to do to sign up for a free account is scan the QR code on the screen, or after doing this.
Bro, let them know you done.
19 seconds of Mr. Pooh's 2026 album is snitching on all.
This video don't really make sense to me, shorty. Like, why would he do that? Like, why would he go on that bitch and do that on camera though, shorty? On camera though? Like, what you even supposed to say when you caught on camera? It look like somebody recording from their phone. And they got the audio too. How you supposed to say it wasn't you?
A whole lot of situations within the lyrics. Now, looking at his YouTube channel, as you can see, I've gone through plenty of the songs, and I'm
just reacting, bro. I don't know shit about nothing. I ain't gonna lie. Nor do I listen to none of these people. So don't take it the wrong way.
not gonna lie to y'all. This is a gangsta album. If you like gangsta music, this is what you want to listen to. If you like crash out music, and that is what you're influenced by, the album is fire. I mean, there's certain things you're not even gonna pick up on unless you're in that lifestyle. I'm not gonna lie, the music is fire, but what it might do to his Fed case is light it on fire. Now, Shiesty dropped a song called Reap What You Sow. We chop a gang, not goon squad, ain't got no hustle, get up and box. Got 2 knives, but this yard's sweet, so I'ma just tote my lock. If you've never been to prison, the lock, the combination lock, the same lock that you get in high school, is like the easiest freebie weapon. You can buy it on Canteen, you tie it to a sock in high school. Been to 2 knives, but this yard's sweet. So I'ma just tote my lock. If you've never been to prison, the lock, the combination lock, the same lock that you get in high school, you hit someone over the head with it. Some people have been devastated by it, but in my personal,
man, that's some people, man. I done seen somebody get hit with a lock before. I done seen some girls hit somebody with a lock in Chicago. It ain't just no jail thing. Like, motherfucker used to put a lock in the socket. Bro, put something hard in the socket, swing that one.
experience, like you get, you know, you can get a little chunk knocked out of you, but you really have one swing with that lock and then somebody's gonna get on you with something if they have a knife or a banger or whatever. And just these lyrics alone, he's saying, got 2 knives but the yard's sweet, so I'm gonna just tote my lock. And saying shit like this while you're in a federal prison or a jail, a facility, you could get raided just for that, because you're literally saying you're toting. Now he can be like, oh, this is all past tense from when I was in the feds, but the feds are gonna use that too. Because in federal prison, toting weapons gets you new charges. You get caught with a knife and you catch a new Fed case, you can get another 3 years added onto your sentence for having a weapon. Like, for example, this is the United States Attorney's Office of Pennsylvania. It states a federal inmate charged with possessing a
How the hell this video get 100,000 views, shorty?
homemade knife.
I don't care that much, shorty. Well, I guess I'm in the mix too. I'm in this bit watching this bit.
The United States Attorney's Office
I
for the
really don't know what's going on though, shorty. I just shit.
Middle District of Pennsylvania announced that Marshall Martinez,
I just seen the video going viral. He say you dropped shit.
37, a federal inmate, was indicted by a federal grand jury for possessing contraband in prison. He had a
But at the same time though, shorty, I can see why they did what they did at the same time, cause you gonna do the same thing the white people be. You gonna do the same thing that them YT people be doing to us. You gonna do it to one of us. So I get why. They did what they did. Cause you gonna trap one of your kind. Like you see us, you see the type of demographic falling victim to record labels and getting trapped in the deal and getting their money took. And you gonna go and do that to a brother. So I get where they coming from too on that side. But the way they just went about it though, getting caught on camera, that just don't make sense to me. Like who was right there recording that and who posted that? What? That's crazy. Ain't gonna lie. That's crazy. But yeah. Doing that, ain't gonna lie, knowing what we go through, knowing what us as a BLK race, knowing what we go through, shorty, with these record labels, getting stuck in a deal, getting money took from us. You gonna sit here and do that to another brother who probably don't even know twice the shit you know in the music industry because you've been in the game. That's kind of crazy. Who finna sit there and get finesse like that? So I can see why. But I just don't understand how they just got caught on camera like that. That's crazy.
5-inch blade of sharpened plastic, commonly referred to as a shank. The maximum penalty under federal law for this offense is 5 years in prison and a 3-year term of supervised release. So this isn't like the state prison system where you get caught with a knife and you go to confinement for an extended amount of time. No, in the feds, you get caught with a knife, it's like getting caught with a gun. You're facing 5 years. So with Shiesty being like, oh, the yard's sweet, I'm gonna just tote my lock. All right, a lock is one thing because you can technically have a lock in your possession. You can't walk around with it, but you can have it and they're not gonna trip unless it's tied on to something. But when you're on a compound, a penitentiary yard that's so deadly, you gotta tote a knife and risk an extra 5 years, you know you in the trenches. You deep in the trenches. Shiesty with rap, all I asked was the bare minimum. Ninja.
This thing got a necktie and a face tie and all type of shit. Like I used to hear a lot of. I never really. This low key my first time watching this type of video, and I never really watched none of that. I never really watched dude. It's called End of a Sentence, but I thought his shit was 1090 Jake or some shit like that. They used to be saying he goofy all type of shit.
Ninja held his nuts on me, so I took it there. Yeah, I blank. Fuck you mean? I don't know exactly who or what he's referring to. Some are claiming he's alluding towards Gucci. He wanted to get released. He wanted money, whatever it was. Gucci didn't.
At the end of the day, too, though, it'd be like, it's different ways to look at it. I be hearing like two wrongs could be right. Like I be hearing that shit a lot. Nigga saying you and he cracked the code on how to make your shit get to the next level. I can see why a nigga try to get the most money because they might feel like they put you on or whatever the case is. But that's where you gotta negotiate shit at, you know, because sometimes, you know, shit be going different from what you planned it to go. And I really don't know the situation, but just looking at the past history of other record labels and what really be going on for real, it really get crazy tricky out here when it comes to that record label.
Give it to him, and then, you know.
Back for a limited time, the Bacon Cheeseburger Pizza, now with fries. It's not crazy, it's Casey's.
Try that.
Hey guys, 15-minute oil change service coming right up.
Awesome. Great. Fast and easy oil change, and then let's go get some grub.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, let me know
It's a
what's
done
going
deal.
on, bro.
Price is
Damn,
done.
he wood on that bit. Drake with a wood on that bit. No cap. Telling his ass to say you that shit drop, bro. That should make you crash though. Like, alright, look, say you see you somehow somebody get in your ear and show you behind the analytics and shit, and you realize you got 50 M's you done made off music. Say a nigga gave you 9 and took the rest of that. That'll make anybody want to crash out. Like, I'm just saying for an instance. I'm just saying for example. Say you done made 50 M's. You figure out, nigga, you saying you thought you was dating, you know. He has your best interest. And I ain't gonna lie, since 17, he known for, I ain't gonna lie, it ain't no good track record with the artist. It's a lot of ways to get money, bro. Why you had to get money that way? It'd be a lot of them saying like he don't get no fuck about his artist, and they ass be getting dropped, and they be wanting to leave, and some of them be, you know, not making it to the next day type shit. Man, that shit crazy.
So I can't stamp it that he's talking about Gucci, but it's very likely that he could be hinting at Gucci. And even here he'd say, I hid my knife right by my, in case the metal detector beep. That's 6 more months in the hole if the CO try to strip search me. And it's just like, when I hear lyrics like that, it brings me back, because in prison, you get an ID card and you get like a little clip, a metal clip, right? And what people will do is they'll take that clip, they'll take a piece of string from sheet, tie it around the knife, put the clip on the knife, and then you clip the knife to your boxes so it's hanging down your manhood, and that's where you keep the knife at. So depending on how big the knife is, you can get patted down and they don't necessarily touch the knife because they're not trying to touch up all in there. You know what I mean? And that's where you keep it. And he's literally saying this 6 months in the hole if I get searched. Like, if I get caught with this, I'm done. And that's a fact. I've lived that life. I've done that. I know exactly what he's talking about and exactly how that feels.
Oh, you want a cookie?
To have that cold steel touching your thigh. I've lived this, and you know, when you hear it, you're like, hell yeah, but do you want to go back to that? Hell nah. Now Pooh would drop another song called Still on Timing featuring Big 30, and I mean immediately as soon as they get into the lyrics, my third weekend out.
Let's see what the comments talking about. You know, a nigga always gotta go to the comments though. What they talking about? They talking about.
The feds, I bet shit get.
I don't know why that nigga did. That nigga blanked. But when you figure out motherfucker taking money from you, boy, that shit I heard.
To dying. I'm South Memphis menace. I make the murder rate rise. Binary triggers, AR pistol, this bitch double fine. And it's just like, homie, you asking to get indicted. You saying as soon as you get out the feds, you cranking back up with Big 30, and now this is your co-defendant on this federal case. And if you like rappers that live what they rap, this is the rapper for you. But if you enjoy your freedom, this is not the path to take. You ain't shot nobody in 3 years, burn up your Shiesty mask, ain't got no hustle, all my homies trying to smash for cash. This is crash out music. That's all this is. If you ain't shot nobody, burn your mask. My homies ain't got no hustle, they trying to smash for cash. That's it. This is crash out music. And there are a lot of people influenced by this. They don't want to hustle. They don't want to make money. They don't want to do YouTube. They would rather do this, go shoot something up, drop an album, and then act like the system is against them when they get banned with 100 and some years. And if you need more proof, in his song Last Man Breathing, Pooh Shiesty literally says, they gave the homie 75, he get out when we turn 100. They're like, who, that's disgusting. They gave the homie 75, he get out when we turn 100. Y'all ain't turning 100.
Bro, cause it ain't shit to eat up in there. Bro, I got family in jail. Like, it ain't nothing to eat up in there, boy. They feeding them crazy shit.
You know how rare it is to turn 100? You think out of all people, Pooh Shiesty's gonna turn 100 years old? Like,
That shit is crazy though.
it's not going down like that. And then he's got more lyrics. Police keep running up in my cell talking about he smell a wick, but I don't smoke. You trying to find my cell phone? He ain't slick. They don't want to sell me a knife. I'm cutting up my locker then.
This shit made me rethink life, bro. Now, we want to get my life together, man. Life is not that. I ain't gonna say it's short, but this shit not unlimited, boy. To be playing with this shit for real.
You can't relate to the last.
Like shit be jokes and giggles a lot, but motherfuckers need to take this shit. Motherfuckers need to learn from this shit for real. Not go do no dumb shit for you being that bitch not being able to get out. Bro, this ain't no jailbreak. A lot of y'all niggas not finna break out and go to Mexico and none of that. Like, it's not no jailbreak. If y'all know what I'm talking about, it's a movie called Jailbreak. He tattooed his whole body. Shorty, with the whole outline of the jail, like the way it's engineered. And he broke out of that motherfucker just to come back in. He came in on purpose and broke out just to get his brother out. Like it's not gonna go like that.
Bar unless you been to the pen.
Once you in that motherfucker,
Yeah, that's the thing that.
Straight. The thing that be getting me though is like being in there with just niggas and no ladies. Oh my god. Yeah, you could say you could try to do this and do that with a worker, but at the end of the day, bro, that's way harder than trying to get some shit outside of jail. Like
A lot of people don't understand is when you get to prison.
then if it's one motherfucker in there that don't like you that work there, they'll make your life hell. You ain't gonna be getting nothing. That's the thing that be getting me. I ain't gonna lie. I love my girl. I can't be up in that motherfucker like that around just straight niggas, no girls.
And you don't just really get a knife, you gotta buy a knife. And to buy a knife, you gotta be respected enough to have a knife, right? And if they don't want to sell you a knife, you gotta make a knife. He's talking about cutting up a metal locker. That's not really that easy to do. And the second you try to make one, everyone hears it. You can hear the sounds of you banging shit. Some people will take their lock and use it to bang the knife and mold it into the way they want it shaped, and then you gotta sharpen it. And this is a process that takes some time. Like, it can take days. This isn't a quick thing. And in the process of you making that knife, you might get stabbed because nobody wants you to have a knife. So this is all.
That nigga got a V on the GTA 5 V on his neck, and that shit say alive.
Some penitentiary shit, and like I said, enough shit to get your cell raided. But on his track,
Damn,
I'm
fucking
back.
reacted for
He
an album?
opens up with, I'm a fucking blank leader.
Oh my
This shit
God.
way deeper than lyrics. And I don't even know why. Like, being rich part of the plan. I got
Oh my god. I can't even stop the recording. Fuck
premeditated millions. What the fuck is buying bodies to a fucking killionaire? I'm drilling.
it. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. He losing this shit on that one though. What? A killionaire is crazy. Folks like came up with some new shit.
Fuck is buying
And everybody can be calling themselves killionaire.
bodies to a fucking killionaire.
They gonna start changing their name to killionaire on Facebook.
I'm drilling.
Everybody went Shiesty, bro. If your name's Shiesty on Facebook, bro, you need help, man. I ain't gonna lie. You need help. You need to rethink your life and your identity, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Homie. Even though
Niggas that don't even know the nigga. They don't even know dude. And they make their names put Shiesty behind their name. They're not even from there. They don't even know dude or nothing.
he blurted out, we can assume he said, I'm a fucking gang leader. That's the first lyrics in the song, but he beeped it, he blurred it out. They added it out. Why? Because in the federal paperwork, they say Pooh Shiesty is a gang
Well, bro, you telling on the nigga shit. I ain't gonna lie. You damn near telling the shit. Like, you telling us all, gang.
leader. So to double down on it in your album while you're sitting in the feds trying to beat a case is like, and then what the fuck is buying bodies to a fucking killionaire? Soon they
He damn near the feds. I ain't gonna lie. Like, dude right here, he damn near the feds. Like, the shit he doing right now, feds being that bitch trying to break it down in the office downtown in the desk. He damn near one of them. I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't be surprised if folks will as like a secret agent or some shit. His ass probably undercover. You never know how this shit could go. Like, they'll fuck around have an undercover YouTube federal agent on, bro.
soon they confirmed he up in there. I sent 4 of my killers in there. Yeah, like,
If that shit ever happen, come back to my video and leave a like and leave a comment. You heard it here first. I wouldn't be surprised, like, they be calling all these podcast people the feds, but nah, I don't really think they really the feds. I think he the feds. Him right here.
bro, you can't make this shit up. This is the Crash dummy music, and he's sending it full force. I feel like personally he knows he's stuck in this situation, so the only thing he can do is be all he can be. I'm gonna be the most gangster rapper I can be, because what other choice do I have? And this is the only thing that's paying me. And obviously he's gonna get some type of money out of this situation, but Gucci is reaping the full benefits. Now, shout out to my boy Flacco. 2 weeks ago, he posted a former prison guard claimed Pooh Shiesty paid BMF members for protection while serving time in federal prison.
A BMF associate. So when he's a wheelchair pusher,
Who the hell is this?
While serving time in federal
These niggas be investigating shit. These niggas be CIA. Bro, now.
prison.
a BMF
Yeah, know some shit. Like, how do y'all know this?
associate. So when he's a wheelchair pusher, like, you know what he's there for. He's paying for protection. Magically, he was only on the yard for a couple months. He got popped on a UA, and he went to
Who is this guy right here?
you when he served his time for being there for a failed drug test. He refused to go back out to the yard. In that world, it doesn't matter if you're a gangster, it doesn't matter whatever the fuck, whatever world you go by. When you're done with your segregation time, you're supposed to walk the yard. If you are about your shit, if you don't have a bad jacket, you're supposed to hit that motherfucker and you go out to the compound. That's what prison is, especially at a penitentiary. That's what it is. When they give you the option to leave, you don't have to be locked up anymore. You can go back out to the yard, and you say no, you're checking the fuck in. That's asking for protective custody. Whether you say, I want help, or protect me, please, when you say, I'm not going anywhere, that's unofficially saying, I need help.
Now, I already know y'all are gonna fry him
Merch.
in the comments for being white, being bald, looking like the singer off Linkin Park,
Who is that nigga?
and having glasses. But I'm gonna say this: no one knows prison like inmates and COs. And
Wait, that was a CO?
this dude was a guard in the federal prison.
Oh, shit. Yeah. He know what he talking about. If he a guard, shorty.
Anywhere, that's unofficially saying,
He tapped in, bro. It looked like it.
Like inmates and COs. And this dude was a guard in the federal prison. He worked in there. So he's gonna know the game. And they talk just like that. They talk as if they're the inmates. So they know what checking in is.
Bro.
And not for nothing, this is similar to the Kodak Black situation. Kodak was allegedly beaten by COs, put in confinement, shipped to Big Sandy, and never came out. He didn't want to come out of confinement. He didn't want to hit that yard. He never hit that yard. So he's alleging Pooh Shiesty was on it and then didn't want to come back out after the fact. So this is the CO's page. His name is Gio the Legend.
Damn, he exposed that?
Gio Martini is a former law enforcement officer, and he's a U.S. Army infantry veteran. Thank you for your service. So he's actually got a couple videos speaking on this. And I mean, even this picture right here, U.S.
That's a big yard. Damn, he up
P. Victorville, thank you for sending this to me. Memories. He's in the tower. He's got a shotgun
And he showed proof.
right here. Control booth. You can see the yard. No grass in sight. This
It look hot out there. I ain't gonna lie. What state that is?
shit's fucking. This is federal prison. They got an AR-15 right there.
And a shotgun. Them niggas not playing up there.
Another shotgun, probably a non-lethal. And the craziest thing about this post is 28 weeks ago,
Damn, I didn't know you could hoop out there like that though.
Pooh Shiesty himself would comment, "Glad I made it out."
Bro commented, what the fuck?
And Gio would respond back saying, "You still suck at basketball," just playfully joking with him. I mean, he didn't jump in the comments like, "Oh, you checked in and you's a bitch," or nothing like that.
It's no point to do that.
He's just like, "Hey, you still suck at basketball."
Cause he know the real. Like if he know the real, he ain't gotta say that. I ain't saying that, like, you know what I'm saying? If he know what's going on, I ain't gotta say that.
Now, could this have been a clout move? I mean, possibly. You know, who knows? Who really gives a fuck? Because at the end of the day, if Pooh Shiesty didn't owe anyone money and no one told him you can't hit the yard, I feel like that would be different. No, I've never been to the feds. I don't know how the feds is, because you got some people that would rather like ride out and finish their time in the box just to not be around nobody, just to like mentally prepare yourself and kind of like deprogram from the program of prison, right? I'm gonna sit in here and I'm gonna think about how I'm gonna come home and how I'm gonna. You can't really do that when you're like on the yard and like you.
That shit gonna make you want to stay there. Cause you're gonna get to tweaking. It's gonna make you do something that's gonna have you stay there. If you influenced by the wrong people, you got the wrong shit coming at you.
Fucking GP, because you're still in the mix, bro. You're in the mix until the day you go home. Anything happens, you still involved. You gotta crash, you gotta whatever. Until the day you go home, you pass off your knife on the way to being fucking released. You know what I'm saying? If it's like that where you're at. So could this have been a clout move? Absolutely, because it's not like he got on his ass when Pooh Shiesty commented. He probably saw
He right though.
an opportunity, whatever. Could this have actually happened? Sure. Does this mean that Pooh Shiesty's a bitch? I don't really think so. You know what I'm saying? He was already on the yard. It's one thing if he never touched it and was like, "I'm not going out there," but he was already on it. And then he was like, "Man, I don't give a fuck about this. I'm gonna sit in my cell and write my new album." Maybe he planned the Gucci Mane kidnapping from inside
Fried.
of the fucking cell. Who knows? But because the more he speaks, the worse it seemingly gets. But let me know y'all's thoughts and comments in the comment section. It's 1090J.